sucker. Don't you be a sucker.
Don't be buying any bridges.
Don't buy any bridges. Don't walk down the alley. Don't be a sucker.
That's right.
Just don't do it.
Happy Tuesday, children.
Happy
of the
Tuesday,
lawn.
kids. How are you doing? Good? Oh, I hear you. Oh, I hear you. I was going to do, we usually do our friends on Tuesdays. But it occurred to me that some people didn't get their CDs, and I'm hoping that that's not the case again today. Is it? Somebody tell me, please. Michael, somebody tell me you got your CDs. If you didn't,
we mailed them out today.
So this will be real interesting. They're coming from the office, and we'll see which ones you get first. And ours have
some lanyards. That's right.
In them. If you know what lanyard is.
Ah.
If you don't, it's in there anyway. Just don't open it in front
of
a.
It's nothing to eat.
Don't open it in front of a cop. No, it's not that.
No, it's not. Lanyard. It's a little something extra.
It is. It's a little something extra. And I realized I didn't set up any of the videos for tonight like I was supposed to. Let me see something here.
I don't know.
Oh, that's the golf girl. Can't have her.
I've been busy making jambalaya.
No, listen, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I just thought, I've been doing, as you know, doing like tons of press for this record. Do I have radioactivity on the outside of the ship? Perhaps?
And he has an interview at 8 o'clock tonight.
Yes, which means that we will be done at the stroke of 8. I have to hit the link to go on to this show tonight at 8 o'clock. And if I knew I do know what it is, but I don't know if it's live or not.
You had one this morning.
Yeah, I had one this morning
at 11.
with a great interview. I had a good time. We had some little glitches in the beginning with the sound, but it was fun.
No CD. Okay, well, we mailed yours and Michael's out from here today.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that if you're us, except to send it out with a lanyard.
That's right, and
Can you spell lanyard for the children, please?
Oh, it's L-A-N. It's got a G in it somewhere.
I know. Which makes all the sense in the world.
G-U-A-P-P-E. Let's see. L-A-G-N-I-A-P-P-E. And it means something given as an extra bonus or gift.
Whatever. Well, there you go.
So L-A-G-N-I-A-P-P-E. Lanyard.
Lanyard.
It is a French word that's used in New Orleans a lot.
Yeah. It means
it's
free
actually
stuff.
A Cajun French-inspired noun. A little extra.
A little extra.
Yeah,
man.
When you would buy something in New Orleans, it would give you a little extra, and it would be called lanyard.
Well, I know that.
Like if you went to...
I married one of them. I got my own lanyard.
Yeah, that's right. You get a little extra.
What the hell is going on over here? Anyway, the track that we opened the show with was "Don't Be a Sucker," and when we did the studio tracks, is this annoying you? It's annoying me.
What is it?
It's this. I'm like radioactive.
I've still got this on here.
I got a leak in the ship.
I've got this.
Well, that's you know what, you can have that.
Why don't I have you?
I have no idea. Maybe you got to hit play or something. I don't know.
Well, let's see.
I'm hoping I'm there. Wait, now I got to look.
I'm on it.
I'm there. I'm just getting I'm flying too close to the sun or something. I'm not really sure what's happening. But anyway. So,
where are you?
So I thought it would be fun to examine the record. I've been doing so many interviews and I've told so many stories over and over. You try not to repeat the same thing, but you can't really answer the same question.
Okay, I want to know what the hell's going on. You're over here on Restream, but you're not on Facebook.
Okay.
Oh,
am I on Facebook for you guys? No, I'm not either on here. Just don't forget, 8 o'clock.
No, I want to know what's going on.
I have
here.
no idea what's going on there. I see it. It's not happening on.
Okay.
I don't know.
I just refreshed.
You did?
Yep.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah. Ooh, that food smells good. Yeah.
Oh, look, there you are. Oh, no, now there's sound and I can hear you bitching.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear this?
I'll
You want me
turn
to
it
turn it up? All right. Well, I'll fix the. There's a leak, obviously, in one of the panels on the craft, and I'm getting some radioactivity coming through. But you know, it happens. I've got some iodine pills that I can take. But so I thought I would go over.
Let's see. Tim loves the CD, and Brenda said, "Me too."
Well, that counts. Believe me, that's huge, and I'm glad because. You know, and the thing about it, I realize that when you start doing a bunch of press, like I said, you don't want to be saying the same thing all the time. You don't want to make the same answer to the same question. But you know, then again, there's only so many answers to the questions that you get asked, and a lot of the interviewers or journalists.
Ask the same question.
Help me fix this leak in my radio. Anyway.
Okay, Tim wants to know where to find it at 8 p.m. I don't think it's live. I think they.
Yeah, I don't think it's
have
live
to
either,
edit
but
them
but
and
I
stuff.
don't ever really know because I hit the link and then it's this and they get this and
Yeah.
and so right at 8 o'clock I have to bug out of here and go into
Yeah,
there
yeah.
because we don't want to be late. But you know, they ask, you know, how did you meet John? And I tell them the story, and you guys know the story. I mean, it's an old story, and and then guys focus on different parts of my career with John, before John, after John, and they ask about putting the record together. And I got an interesting question today. A great interviewer named Aaron, and he asked me if it was difficult assembling the material. Right, and so I said no, it wasn't difficult because I had all the material laid out right in front of me. It's not like I had to go and get it from somewhere. I had it all. I knew what it all was, and it was just a matter of making choices on whether or not to smash this light. So I hate that kind of shit, by the way. Drives
What's the
me
light
nuts.
doing?
It's making a leak in my radioactive shield.
Which light is it?
The one to my right.
The one over there.
Yeah. The one that's making me... anyway. You know, I'm trying
Wait,
to...
I have a question.
Really?
Pat writes, watching via Facebook.
Really?
Don't you usually watch via Facebook?
Yeah, but... Well, no, but I think that's like saying I'm out. I'm
He's
free.
been out for a couple of days.
Oh. Okay, well, you're watching via Facebook. That's a good thing to know. And welcome
Yes.
back to the land of the grieving,
Just
living.
remember, Pat, you're only hurting yourself when you get put in that jail.
No, really, you're hurting us too.
Yes, Gail really misses you when you're not here.
See, I mean, you know, you gotta be cool.
You have to think of others.
You have to be cool. Relax. So anyway, assembling the record, and you know, I get asked the question: was it hard putting the material together? And I know, you know, he meant studio-wise and technically. And the hardest part of doing it was having to listen to 10, 20, 30 versions of the same song live, because if I decide, or in the thing, if I wanted to pick live tracks that were fan oriented. When I say that, I was talking to the interviewer today, and he said, he asked me about, was it difficult? And I said, the most difficult part was listening to the same song and kind of getting numb to it, because you're not just listening for performances or mistakes, you're also listening for cracks and pops and things that shouldn't be on the recording that sometimes turn up, and so you really have to listen end to end, and that was the toughest part of it, because you really don't want to get numb to 30 versions of Trick of the Light, And so what I would do is when I got to, in the case of Shaking All Over, and I don't even know if I told you guys this, I might have. I've been doing so many of these interviews that I'm not sure who I told what, but I swear it wasn't me. But the reason I picked Shaking All Over was because we were, that was our last tour. It was, I think, the last, well, it was probably the last time we were going to play New York. And you can see me still messing around with this frickin' light, right? Because my LD didn't show up tonight. Anyway.
What?
My lighting director?
Yes, he did.
He did?
You're the LD, bitch.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
I am not the LD.
Oh, I didn't say, did I
Angus
call
is
you
in.
the... Angus is in. Oh, because he wants to see the stuff. Is he's not in the room.
No.
No, that's...
He's watching.
That's unfair to tease people that way.
Hello, Angus. No, he said, hey, everyone.
Yeah, well, all right, so you're in the room.
Okay.
So, so that was the thing, and when the reason I picked that Shaking All Over, and maybe I have said this before, I talk about that being in a band when it's at its best is when the unspoken telepathic communication between players goes on the stage. And I picked Shaking All Over, this particular one, because it had a really good guitar solo at the front of it, which wasn't always there. If you've seen that band, our band, we never started, the only time I think John ever called for a guitar solo was when he wanted a cigarette or if something was broken. But in this particular case, hometown crowd said, go get him. And Godfrey played some brilliant stuff. And but he might have been going on a little longer than John was thinking. So John kind of walks over to me and looks and goes, and I went. And we started rumbling up underneath it to get Godfrey's attention. Bow, right? And so Aaron says to me today, he said, that sounded like it was rehearsed, like you guys did it every night. I said, we never did it before, and we never did it since. And in that same song, when you can hit a chord.
Is that Shaking All Over?
Shaking All Over, yeah. And in the solo, the exchange solo, as John calls it, we were playing for quite a while, and we were having a good time, and we were on. Sometimes you're on, and you just know what it's going to be, and it turns out good. And sometimes you're not so on, and it's a little weird. But in this particular case, we were on, and in the middle, I just started playing the stripper, the burlesque beat, boom, 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 and he joined right in with it. And, we never did that before. We never did it again. There were so many instances of that kind of thing on the road. And now who's messing with my force field? Anyway, it's the communication. It was all about that. And so I thought I would, show you what went into making this record. And I know you've seen some of this stuff before. But I'm going to, let's see, where am I? Okay. I was supposed to be in here setting this up, but I got so sidetracked by just enjoying myself. All right, let's see. Left for Dead. All right. In the studio, John and I produced the records together. And on the record, I think even on this latest one, it says Steve Luongo versus John Entwistle production. And so this is just a very typical thing. It was so cool to just be able to go in and do what you wanted and run through stuff and go over arrangements. And this is just, a typical John getting on the camera and making a production note. What we were talking about, a lot of this focuses on the song Left for Dead, which is on this record. If you have the Vampires version of it, it's the PG version without the descriptive lyrics. and I can't remember if I told you the story about that either, but I'll tell it again. We composed 4 songs for a demo. We recorded them in England, and I went back to the States to try to find a deal. And we found the deal for the kids' TV show, which doesn't include songs like I Wouldn't Sleep With You and Left for Dead with, the bitch, she poisoned me. So.
Force Field.
What?
Force Field.
So it's okay. I got radioactive head here. It's all, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaking. Maybe I caused the leak. Anyway, so I pulled some stuff from the sessions because it's, you hear me talk about the 2-inch tape and you hear me talk about producing a record. And there's a couple of really cool segments on here, but let's see.
Well, Tim says a lot of these people don't know how loud these concerts were. And Kitty said, very loud.
Somebody said how loud, they didn't know how loud these concerts were.
Tim said some of these people that are watching did not realize how loud the John Entwistle Band were.
Well, yeah. Have you ever been to an airport and stood on the tarmac behind, anyway.
A 747?
Yeah. So, I'm not sure what order these are in, but I'll raise and lower the volume appropriately and try to tell you what's going on. But like I said, most of this is the original recordings of Left for Dead, which is on this CD. Left for Dead, the alternate version, is actually the original version. And the thing that we did, it was so, it's like somebody's paying you to go to Disneyland. It's like, what ride do you want to ride now? I don't know. Let's get a hot dog. Okay, let's go. And so we got to do a lot of fun stuff. And one of the things that we did was in Left for Dead, there were 3 verses. There's the spy verse, right? And there's the cowboy verse and the romantic verse. And in the spy verse, the spy gets killed. They drop a bomb on Washington. Everybody died. Now the agency is gone. Nowhere left to hide. Left for Dead. Not going over on a kid's Saturday morning show, so we had to rewrite that. Then 30 Days of Dusty Trails, Under the Desert Sun, spent the night with the sheriff's wife. Now you spend your days on the run.
That's right.
You can't spend the night with the sheriff's wife on Fox.
Kitty said turn it down meant turn it up. Now, I don't know if she's... Are you serious?
Turn it up.
Oh, and they corrected me. Not just Gail missed Pat a lot. They all missed Pat a lot.
You see
So
how
Pat,
that is?
you see?
You want to stop screwing around there, buddy.
That's right. You have people
I
that missed you a lot.
Whatever
All
it
of the children
was,
of the lawn
whatever it
missed
was
you.
that you felt needed to be said, if I ask you if you remember what you said in 5 years, anyway.
Remember how upset the children were that you weren't here for a month?
So because we did these 3 little themes, right, we inserted pieces of music. Like at the end of the spy verse, we played the James Bond theme, and at the end of the cowboy verse, we played Magnificent Seven, and in the run out of the thing, we played My Wife, because it was the bitch, she poisoned me.
Right.
So, and it's funny how those things came together. So I just picked out some footage from those sessions to play for you. And
guess who wrote the line, the bitch, she poisoned me?
What?
John.
I didn't write it. I didn't write it.
I know, John did.
I spent the night with the sheriff's wife.
Wait, what was he eating? Something fancy.
Poisson Amandine.
Poisson?
Yeah, what's Amandine? Trout Amandine or...
I thought it was like...
Poisson, or whatever.
What's the one in the paper when they cooked the...
No, the one in the paper. It's what is the trout amandine?
But he said something else.
Well, because he said the French word for trout.
Ooh, what is the French word for trout? He was being French.
You know what? Listen to the song. Anyway, so let's see. Here's John making sure that we are are going to go right into each one of these little themes right at the end of the verse. So, you know, because you don't want to be recording and then you screw it up. And so...
French word for trout is trout. It is. T-R-U-I-T.
Okay, well, someone has to look. I'll look it up on my... Here,
Laurie says,
watch
look,
this
the
while we
trout.
duke it out. Here you go. Wait a minute.
Have
Where
fun.
is this? Oh, I
Left
got
for Dead.
Yep, Left for Dead.
The not PG
I
version.
got to... where
Here's
is
Johnny.
that thing?
To the theme.
Okay, so here we go. Wait a minute. Let me get back to the...
It's built into his head.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Put it on record that we're going straight into the things. There's no secret.
Oh yeah?
Straight
Going straight into the theme.
Straight. We shall come.
It's built into his head.
And this is the kind of enjoyment. Now, this is interesting because I think... No, that's not it. Okay, so we're going to cut the guitars at this point. We're going to cut the guitars. And that's, you know, when you look out the window and that's what's out there, well, maybe now we're going to cut the drums. Oh, I forgot about that set. Oh, wow.
It's going. Okay. All right.
This is what it sounds like if you're in the live room.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that wasn't the one we...
Okay.
All right, well, that's enough of that. I mean, you know, but there's... I know...
He says, nice set, Steve. That wasn't your set?
My black set. That's the set in England. One of the sets in England. I had a white one and a black one.
Well, there you go. And Tim wants to know if you would, are you going to play I Wouldn't Sleep With You?
Probably. Oh, here we go. Listen to this. Yeah,
You have that queued up somewhere?
nah, I don't think so, but it's all right. Here, listen to this. There's the James Bond theme. Oh, no, that's Magnificent Seven. Sorry. Jeez. That's after Cowboy verse. All right, straight into the themes. No, it's Magnificent Seven. I think. Oh, that might have been before we decided on Magnificent Seven. Because it's bam, 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 bam. It's a double verse. Yep. Yeah.
Left for Dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see where we are.
Left for Dead.
But there's no vocal in because we haven't tracked the vocal yet. Uh-oh. It's very easy to get lost and not know where you are. What's he saying? What was that?
Okay.
Looking out at the English countryside. Oh, okay. Come on, let's get on with it. Oh, that's my wife. So we already did the spy verse. But this is interesting. Why you'll enjoy this. Let's get you a good look at this. Needless to say, this is not the take we used. Whoops. Okay, so we got that. I mean, doing this stuff, guys, was, oh wait, here's a good one. This is, let's just give you this.
Listen, don't say any nasty shit about us, because we can't, and we'll hear it later.
Go on, off you go.
It's just missing right here.
That's Steve, such a knobhead, isn't he?
We're not going to play it back. I wouldn't go that far.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
God, we had a good time.
Close the door for us, please, Bruce.
Oh, God.
Can you close the door for us, please, Bruce? Tom.
We did have fun. This might be the take that's on the record, too.
Alan?
Let's see. Where are we? Come on.
Okay, here we go. Rolling.
Please. We're gonna get through it.
Pocket now. Do you know what one thing that really puts it in the pocket is when you come in with that tom, boom. Yeah, that's what sets the pace. Here we go again. Rolling.
Fun, huh?
2, 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Oh, this is before we did the Pink Panther. So this is definitely not what we did. That's funny. We did the Pink Panther. So maybe that is the Bonanza theme and the Magnificent Seven. We're gonna find out. No, I know. Okay, so yeah. left for dead. And now he's brown bread. Wow, this is before we nailed it down.
Yeah, that's Bonanza.
Yeah, but that's Magnificent Seven. Wow, how weird is that?
Yeah. Oh, they love watching John play in his home. It's so
Yeah.
personal.
Me too.
And you know how many people don't get to see this? All the people that aren't watching this show.
Well, anyway, you know, it's pretty amazing to have been there doing all this. You know, it's over 20
And
years ago.
documenting it.
Yeah, I'm glad that we had the cameras and the whole thing. And John is not one for cameras, you know.
He was
Just
hamming
not.
it up with you with the camera.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Gail said you're so lucky that you have all these tapes of your best friend. Yep. My wife.
Wow, this is like so not what we did. And I forgot all about this. I would have.
Lori says she feels so privileged. You are. Because you're in the club. You're one of the children of the lawn.
It was, we took it very seriously, but not too seriously. There was truly a method to what we were doing, and
But you had fun.
we had a blast.
There's been a lot of recording sessions where people don't
Yeah.
have fun.
No. I've had more that were fun than were not fun.
Sue said, who was holding the camera?
Well, I don't know. It's probably on a tripod.
On a tripod.
He's going nuts.
Yeah, this is Hilda, not me. Right?
Yeah. But then, wow, that's really amazing. But then we changed the
Tripod,
themes.
one word, T-R-I-P-O-D.
Is what?
Is it one word or is it
What?
try-pod?
The transitions to the movie.
Tripod.
I think it's one word. Yeah, this was just, man, it was cool.
Gail says, it's great to hear another version. How it starts is usually different than how it ends.
Well, that's true, and when I heard, because when you listen to it on the record, the part was we shortened the themes because that was 4 bars long, and we shortened it to 2 bars long because it just wasn't working. And so we took out Bonanza because we didn't want to get sued by NBC, and we took out the Pink Panther because we didn't want to get sued by Warner Bros.
Well, James Bond wasn't going to sue you?
James Bond, he's too
Well,
busy.
Kitty says she has seen some of the videos, but it's nice to hear you tell the story. Are
Well,
those videos out in public?
Well, some of them were we used
Your
some of them
working videos?
in the film. What?
Not your working videos, huh?
Not like this. They're not, but
Not like this, Kitty.
no, not like this. But I'll tell you. Let's
You have
see.
to be
What's
here.
that? Yeah, you got to be here now or there later. Okay, so this is us. I guess.
Now you can go tell all your friends.
Oh.
You see what you missed?
Roger.
Roger. Hey, Roger.
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 We were just talking. All right. So anyway, here's another one. I labeled these rather poorly because I wanted you to just get it, and so here it is, and I'll tell you what it is when I figure it out. What are we doing now?
Oh, say hi to Wade,
Let's
Roger.
Yeah, hi to Wade, Roger. Let's see, where are we? All right, is this what we just watched? It could be. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, no, there was no cigarette involved. Okay, here, check this out. This will be, I got to get a little sound for it.
Probably the same song, though.
Probably. But maybe we...
Roger says, hey, Wade, is he here?
Wade is here?
I don't know. I told him to tell Wade hi, and he said, hey, Wade.
This is too funny.
Let's have another go. It's the bit we're going to transition to the movie thing that's really good to concentrate.
Is that Bobby?
Yeah.
We're going to transition into the movie thing. Down, 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 down. They've got to put it in there when it comes in at the moment. It's not-
He was right. We wound up changing them.
Yeah.
Let's see where else we go. We edited it, I think. But yeah, and John liked to record in the control room. I mean, we used to play in the live room together, but he liked tracking in the control room, as you can tell, because cigarettes and whatever else. Let's see where we are here. Craziness. Let's see. Oh, what's this?
I know, I'm just watching the movie. See, hold on then.
That person just keeps. Oh,
Really good since the Ringo.
Yeah. So it's Ringo's fault, is basically what you're saying.
Dickhead that was on it.
Dickhead that was on what?
That was doing his rig.
Sounded great. Well, the PV cycle they stopped it.
Uh-huh.
When they bypassed that, they wired something.
It did something fucked up.
oh, on the Ringo
Thought it was
tour.
American Power.
The shop with fucking going cuckoo. High fuzz, clean up under.
Right.
So there.
Well, let's take
Okay,
the time and
leave
sort
the
it out.
boys
Yeah,
and
yeah.
John and I.
All right, so that was the end of that day's recording. But that's funny, man. Why am I? Okay, all right. There's this. And it was fun, because we got to try a bunch of different stuff. He was, if you didn't catch the dialogue there, he was complaining that the roadies on the Ringo tour had rewired his rig, and now it was making noise that he didn't want it to make. How he could hear that? No, but he could hear it. He knew that rig inside and out. Okay, so let's see. Where is... Oh, okay. This is... Now, when we recorded... Let me put this up. And stop. When we recorded, we used two of these machines. The one that you see in the middle. That's the 2-inch tape that I'm always talking about. We use two of those because why only have 24 tracks when you can have far more tracks than that? 48. Actually, it's only 46 because you lose one from each rig. But that's the one next to it that has the higher VU meters. There's nothing on that yet because we cut the vocals over there. So this 24 tracks was, oh, you'll see, because I think there's a track sheet. So anyway, here, take a listen. Now we'll see which theme we get here. There you go. That's the right length.
Yeah, please.
What's going on out there? And S10s.
Absolutely.
So we haven't even started up on the other machine yet. That was all for vocals and overdubs and that kind of stuff. Okay, whoop. Yeah.
2, 1, 2, 3.
I think we're overdubbing the acoustic guitar here. That's the track sheet. That's the 24 tracks that we're using, so Bobby knows what's on what track. Oh, now there's something very funny on these track sheets. Oh, here we go. These are dusty trails on the desert sun. Spend the night with the sheriff's wife, now you spend your day on the run. Yeah, we're overdubbing the acoustic guitar. Oh, so now this is the cowboy verse. We shorten it, you'll just hear the Magnificent Seven. Now, before we go into the cowboy verse, I thought it'd be fun to show you the bass drum 1, bass drum 2, snare drum, hi-hat, toms, tom group, overheads, and then the left and right kit. And then there's John's, that's Godfrey, and you can see there's 3 bass tracks and then the keyboards. And I think track 24 was the sync track, so there's no vocals. Oh yeah, there's gang vocal. Okay, that's one track that we sang in the background. But if you notice up in the top left-hand corner, mooseberries. We were the traveling mooseberries, according to Bobby, off of my nickname Moose, and the Moose Breeze. So anyway, sorry. I digress, which I do from time to time. Married for life. Alright, so you get the point. I mean, that's us doing that. And then we started doing, I think, they're all in the booth. Here you go.
Stevie in the booth.
In the booth.
In the booth with
Candido
Stevie.
spotted his silhouette. The sun was in his eyes. Took his money, horse and gun. Now the buzzards fill the sky. Fine.
Nothing, Steve. We started singing today.
If you put these on. Secret agent said.
See, you got to get a level in your headphones and then balance it with your mic. Well, anyway, I don't know what this craziness is. Oh, there's dogs now coming in.
Of course. Yeah.
You gotta have the dogs.
Gotta have the dogs.
Yeah, and I'm gonna see if I have some dogs on here. I think we took a break at some point, which was unusual. Oh, wow, what was
I'm
that?
kidding, she loves
In
Westerns.
case we did a shitty take.
I love Westerns too. When I was younger, I loved all those Clint Eastwood movies. And I wanted to be Clint Eastwood. I didn't want to be with him.
No.
I wanted to be him.
Okay,
I
so
wanted to be that badass cowboy.
all right, well, listen there, badass cowboy. This is the last clip I'm going to play. This is we're defining some of the tracks and how we're going to this I don't think is on this record. This will probably be on volume 2. But we were goofing because we used My Wife in Left for Dead. We were going to use the end of Won't Get Fooled Again in Endless Vacation, because it's actually John wrote the song about the Who. So it was only seemed fitting to end with the which we did with the bass instead of a synthesizer. But this is us talking about it. This is how these things happen in the studio. This is us just routining it down.
No, Pat, they were Winston 100s.
Right, Winston 100.
No Shermans.
No, Nat Sherman. That was
He asked
Lisa.
if they were Shermans.
Lisa.
No, Lisa.
Nat Sherman.
Okay, well, John's were Winston 100s.
There we go. Now listen to Bobby. This is so funny.
Not again. You can't do My Wife twice.
Hey, I don't even know.
But didn't you do My Wife on the last one?
Yeah, we're not. That's going to be all again on this one.
Oh
We're going to do My Wife at the end. It's going to be something
no. I've just been waving this camera around.
Oh, God.
Oh, now you're holding the camera.
No, that's Bobby. I'm
Oh,
sitting on
Bobby
the...
holding it?
Anyway, guys, so that's...
Oh, look, John must have gone and taken a shower because his hair is slicked
Yeah,
back.
no, it was in the morning. He always came down with... It's funny because he wore that green shirt every day we recorded. I don't know what...
That's what he had on the tour bus.
I
when it
know.
broke
He
down
loved
in
that.
Texas.
I don't know whether he had 20 of them or whether it was the same one or what.
He never wore it on stage.
No.
His favorite stage shirt was the multicolored striped one.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
But that green shirt, green was his
every
favorite
day,
color.
every day. That's right. Green was his favorite color.
Yeah.
And he came down wearing that shirt every day.
He must have had more than one.
I'm sure he had more than
Oh,
one. But he
Gail,
loved that.
10-minute warning. Thanks, Gail.
Oh, I know. Believe me.
Ah.
I have my link up. I'm ready. I'm just going to like bounce out, and this is going to be fun. But yeah, I mean.
That's learning more with every show. See, even more reason to stay with it.
That's right. Don't.
Tim said, "Lucky shirt." I don't think so. I think it was a comfortable.
It's he
Favorite
was
shirt?
that. I'll just I'll give you an insight into John and clothes. We had to go to Vegas for whatever reason it was, and we weren't playing there. We were just passing through. I think we had to go to the airport for some reason. And John goes, "Let's go to Shepler's." Now, if you know what Shepler's is,
Yeah, I was there for that one.
then you get it. But if you don't know what Shepler's is, it's like Shepler's is
It's
Western
like
wear.
Costco for Western wear.
It's like
It's
Costco
giant.
for Western wear. You want one of them?
Pat?
Oh, he just Pat. Oh. I'm shaking it off. I'm shaking it off. I need this in the morning. Send stars in the morning. So we go into Shepler's, and John just starts looking at cowboy shirts because, as you know, you probably know that was
Those cowboy shirts.
love those cowboy shirts, especially the Brooks and Dunn, or I mean, they're all, you know.
John loved westerns too.
Yeah, just period.
Yeah.
Loved Western, but
He knew every gun in every movie.
Yeah.
If it was the wrong one, he'd
He
say,
would point
that
it out.
one wasn't made yet.
they didn't make that gun this year. But so we're in Shepler's, and
Not in Colorado. This one was in Las Vegas.
no,
TV.
in Vegas, and the tour manager is following him around, and he's just giving the guy's got like a basket filled with shirts, 200 shirts, right? And so he goes up to the counter and piles all these shirts up there, and pays for them. And I said, John, you know, aren't you going to get a little something? You're spending a lot of money here, don't you want?
Yeah, some
There's something
lanyard?
you like. Land yap for you? I don't know. And
He never knew how to haggle.
yeah, he didn't know how to
teach him how to
I
haggle.
had to teach him how to haggle. He had people selling him rugs, and he was paying full price. But that's another story for another time. So he buys these 200 shirts, or whatever it was, 180, 90 shirts, and he brings them all on the bus, right? And he's up in the front lounge, and he's looking at them and throwing them over his shoulder, and looking at them or throwing them over here, or looking at them and putting them down. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? And he
They've
goes,
seen the yellow one, by the way.
Oh, that's
and it
right,
didn't look
okay.
that bad now.
wrong size.
Wrong size.
Here, this one will fit you.
Yeah, I gave it
He wasn't even, he just
That's
was.
right. And at the time, it was ugly.
it was-
horrible.
I have to
Like,
wear
are
that
you
next
kidding?
Halloween.
Wait, next Halloween, you're going to be someone who would not wear that shirt. Remember?
Who
We
am I
already
gonna be?
decided who you're going to be.
We did?
With the red hair.
Oh, really? Okay.
Remember?
All right. We're running out of wigs.
Take me down to a paradise city.
Yeah. I'm going to do the whole, right. The following year, I'll be Duff McKagan.
7-minute countdown?
Yeah, 7-minute
No, you gotta
countdown.
get out of here before that.
Yeah, I do, because I have to
your
switch
interview
over.
starts at
But,
8.
so there are Forgive Me CDs on their way to you guys.
Not forgive me. We didn't do it. There are. We feel bad for you.
Yeah, there. I'm
CDs.
sorry. Never let it be said that I was not redefined by my wife. And by the way, I don't know if you know, but look who's here.
What?
Look who's right
What do you
here
mean,
for you. Look who's here.
Redefined by me.
In other words, you're putting it into the right perspective.
Right. I mean, it wasn't us that didn't send them out.
No, but look. You see that?
They said that we're giving it away who you're going to be. Let me tell you what, people. You're all going to forget by next Halloween.
I might
All
forget
of you.
by next Halloween. You never really know. So, I'll continue to keep you posted. I actually was in touch with the keyboard player from the original. Oh,
That's
you see,
his
warning.
warning.
That's my warning.
No, Remy's not in here, Tim.
No, he's not in here.
He's in the bedroom.
No, he's been sequestered.
We ordered a new bed for Remy. He's getting an orthopedic bed.
Yeah.
Kitty loved tonight. Gail said thanks for a very interesting
I'm
fun
glad you enjoyed it. I'm
show.
sorry to bail so early, but you got to do what you got to
Thanks for the
do.
wonderful show.
And I hope you enjoyed the Monday with Angus. That's because we're going to turn that up a notch, and hopefully Mondays will be
Yeah.
filled with laughter and delight.
Yeah.
Just listen to his song.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Angus.
They're saying goodnight. So,
Okay, kids, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for letting me bail a little early.
And you know what?
Um,
Maybe next week we'll get in depth on another song. I'm sure you have.
Well, yeah,
some
no,
more
we could do
video.
that. I have a ton of cool
Brenda,
stuff.
great show.
I'm glad you
Sue
enjoyed it.
loved the video.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
we can
there
do
you
this
go.
again.
Yeah, we can do it again. So if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the in the fast lane. I might see you there too. I'll see you
Maybe it's going to be somebody from the Eagles for
right.
Halloween.
Oh, there you go. No, I'll see you in the pasture.
There's going to have a great interview. Well, all right. Good night, everybody. Tomorrow night. What's it? Tomorrow night's Wednesday.
Oh, wilding on Wednesday. All right, kids. If I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture with the Dornish chiffing quail.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.